Hello and welcome to the calculator guide video on solving linear equations with one variable on a Casio fx-991CW. In order to solve these linear equations, we are going to go into the equation app from the home menu on the calculator. From there, we're going to select the third option, solver, and you will be prompted to input equations. We're going to start off with the first one here. 3, and then we want to open some brackets or parentheses. Then there is a dedicated X button as well, so we're going to use that one, plus 10, and then close our brackets. Now, if we need an equals in terms of solving equations, that's actually a shift function. So it's shift and left bracket to get an equals sign, and then we want that equal to 63. Once you've inputted the equation, press execute and the calculator will prompt us with an initial value of x. Now this is quite important if you have more than one solution, because the calculator will locate the solution that's closest to the value of x that you input. Now there's only one solution for all of the equations in this video, so we're just going to go with the default value of 0. So navigate down and press OK to execute. And here you can see our solution, x equals 11. Okay, so we have 2 more to do. What we need to do to go back to inputting our equation is to press AC in the first instance. That takes us back, and then AC again just to clear out the old equation. We're going to put in the second equation now. It's slightly more complex, but the input should be fairly straightforward. We've got x terms on both sides of the equation, and we also have the right-hand side factorized. We've got a factor there in brackets or parentheses. But we're just going to type it in as it is written, and the calculator will solve the equation for us. So just take care to input that accurately. Once you're done, press execute, and then again we've got our initial value of x equals 0. We'll just leave that as default and press OK on execute. And once again we've got our solution here, x equals -1. A third and final equation here is a little bit more complex. We've got fractions involved, but also notice that we've got a change of the variable from x to y here. Press AC and then AC again to clear off the previous equation. Now I would suggest pressing the fraction button first if you need to input a fraction. Now it's up to you. I'm going to use the y variable on this one, for which there is not a dedicated button. I'm going to have to press shift and then the dot or decimal point in order to get y on there. You can use x as a substitution if you want to. If you want to use that dedicated x button instead of y, as long as you know you've made that substitution and you put y equals in your final answer on any paper. But I'm going to use y for authenticity, really, just to keep it exactly as it's written. Notice the shading with the 991CW. When we go down and navigate to the bottom of the fraction, means essentially the top of the fraction is locked in, so we're not inputting on that at the moment. And don't forget, when you have inputted your denominator, to navigate back up to the main working line with your arrows. Shift and left bracket for equals again, and that equals 3.3. Execute when you're ready, and you can see that the variable has changed to y if you have used y. Again, there's only going to be one potential solution to this equation, so we're just going to leave that as default 0, scroll down to execute and press OK, and here we have our answer, 2.5. If you want to view any of your answers, the calculator will store the most recent input to those letters, and we can access them by pressing variable, and you can see here we've got x of -1 from our second equation and the y of 2.5 from the one we've just done there. So they're stored currently as they are the most recent inputs, which we can then use in future calculations if we want to. There we go, how we can solve relatively straightforward linear equations with a single variable on a Casio fx-991CW. Don't forget to like and subscribe for future videos, but that's it for this video. Thank you very much for watching, and I shall see you next time on the Calculator Guide.